Welcome back, listeners, to Adventures of Attitude. This one's going to be a short intro, as for the finale of Season 2, we're not going to have any promos or anything. But you might notice a very interesting music added on, which we will have credits at the end. And now, on to the show.
That's right, Poppers. It's time to go. Adventurers with attitude. Now don't forget, or we will feud. Marcus the Bessie, Husey, Gabby, and him sitting, he's not too shabby. A newfound friend, a former aggressor, trying to take down the evil Bone Meister. Will they ever win? How's posture and shin? Kick a sword and a good sub-dragon kin. This show's got it all. Tune in every week. You might just find what it is you seek. You might just find what it is you seek. Guess behind those many cities, how many secrets do they hold? Far above, but they're ever rolling die of fates. Only the dungeon master knows.
Welcome, listeners, back to Adventures of Attitude. That sure was a lot of shit that happened last episode, eh?
Oh, you have no idea. And spoilers, the shit's still hitting the fan.
It's only just begun.
Oh, yes, we have some fun times happening because I'm back in the DM seat.
Fun, quote unquote.
Because, Marcus has been in a coma for a couple hours, so we might want to check in on him, won't we? And the rest of his family.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Listeners, you really thought when I introduced the charming Marian Albright, that was the only secret we found. I mean, she did say some specific things. Marcus,
Yes.
it's not a good day.
No shit, Sherlock.
Not just what happened before. You kind of remember that? But no, here's the thing.
I got my ass rocked by a dragon turtle. Of course I'm gonna remember that.
You're asleep. You're dreaming. You're dreaming of the day your mother died.
That's a hell of a dream.
Let me be very specific. You're looking around. You're standing with a bunch of people. There's just a bunch of people around as there's a service going on for the late Michaela Albright, loving mother to at least 2 children that you know of. Yourself and your older sister that had left long ago as a soldier in not the Henshin War, but something that happened before.
Before that, how many years is it between us then? It sounds like because if she left to fight in a war, she'd have to be at least, okay, well, this is a fantasy universe, so I'm going to say at least 16. I want to say 18, but
Well, I rolled on it, and you guys are actually, surprisingly, you have a 10-year difference.
Okay, so she left for a war. I would have had to have been a child, not a baby. Okay.
It's been so long. I feel like you've looked into it, but you haven't really heard anything since she left to deal with an incursion from the Feywild.
Oh, those always end well. Note the sarcasm, listeners.
But yeah, you're dreaming of the day your mother was put to rest. You're in the middle of a cemetery. There's a set of people around you just giving condolences as you just look at the freshly buried grave of your mother. And could you roll me a perception check?
Before I do, can I ask a couple of questions?
Sure.
In this dream setting of me reliving my mother's funeral and the procession around them, am I in my childhood body? Am I standing over my childhood body's shoulder, viewing it from like a third-person view? Or is it just like me and everyone's treating me like I was, the younger age?
You know what? I'm going to throw that question to Brian. Brian, is this Marcus seeing himself as a child on this day?
So at first, it was Marcus just as the child reliving this moment.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's Marcus as he was after he got his ass handed to him by that dragon turtle.
I got a 10, by the way.
Looking at oh no.
Starting out strong, folks. Starting out strong.
So it's as if his astral form is watching this dream procession go on. This whole funeral procession go on.
Mm-hmm.
And just someone going, damn, We were an ugly kid.
I mean, kids are generally Wait a minute.
Also, Brian, for shits and giggles, can you roll me a perception check?
Haha! Suck it, Trebek.
Haha, suck it, Trebek, suck it long, suck it hard. And I only rolled an 8, so...
Wow! Okay!
I will definitely suck it.
I did better!
All right.
This is perfect.
What was it again?
It was an 8.
Okay.
And I rolled a 10. 6 plus 4.
Also, is that including your modifier, Brian?
Yeah.
No, that was not including the modifier.
Damn it. Yeah, mine was a 6 plus a 4.
Oh, then it's actually a little bit higher because I totally forgot to add that in. So it's a 12, but it's not that much higher. It's only by 2.
Here's the thing, Marcus, you don't notice anything as first.
Just a voice out of nowhere.
A voice out of nowhere. And then as you hear this voice and you turn to it, catch out of the corner of your eye, there was a figure in a long coat and a hat with a veil that first time this happened, you were just a kid. You weren't thinking about it. And you realize there's a figure that was watching from a distance. And as you're startled, you see them starting to walk over. And then you turn and then you see, well, Brian, what does he see?
Yes, Brian, what do I see? What are you doing in this private recording of a comatose battle victim?
Well, I'm someone that's been close to you, Marcus. For so very long, but he's about the same height as Marcus, but he has white hair.
Okay.
And magenta skin.
Magenta skin?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
And he's wearing a magenta armor to parallel the Red Ranger armor.
It's a slight parallel. There's some differences when we agree. There is. We're doing this thing that I ironically just brought up 5 minutes before we started recording.
All right, so I'm being confronted by my inner demon. Okay. I didn't realize it would be so fucking literal as I'm laying on my deathbed, but sure, since we're here, let's go for it. All right, jackass, what do you have to say?
Well, I think it's a little insulting that you just think of me as just as your inner demon. If anything, isn't it kind of fucking ironic that you leave me just as our fucking sister left you?
I'm sorry, our sister? Also, you have magenta skin.
And?
I've never met a normal human being with skin that made you look like a lobster that had been out in the sun for too long.
And since when were you a normal human?
Since I got popped out, as far as I can remember.
The strange figure in front of you puts his fingers in between his nose bridge and is just doing like the whole exhale, just... And let me guess, you think sis is normal as well? Oh my...
I haven't been told otherwise, and unless Dad had an affair, she'd be human, just like I apparently thought I was, since that's where I'm guessing, leading towards.
So the dream of her whooping that ass with her head chopped off just meant nothing to you?
You mean the hallucination from that weird-ass mole thing before the trip to Nadoko?
Well, he's going to get really close by your ear, cupping it and going, well, just to let you in on a little secret, that was real!
And he's getting punched. Because, ow, motherfucker! God, I have not played Marcus in forever, Jesus.
Oh my God. Oh, you see, it hurts, but to see you get angry just makes me happy to know that at least you're embracing me again.
16 plus 5.
Oh yeah, that goes right on through.
And then 1d4. So 1 plus 3 bludgeoning, so 4 points of damage.
Oh, beautiful. But the mysterious figure just goes, Marcus, puts up his hands like, look, you've been through a lot of shit. And the last thing you need is me adding on, I want to. Dear God, I fucking want to.
All right.
Because you hurt me when you stopped.
1, you're damn right. I just got my ass handed to me by a fucking dragon turtle who I thought was a normal, nice old man who was on our side. So I'm not feeling very happy about being betrayed. I feel rather stupid, actually. What kind of Red Ranger does...
The figure hugs Marcus, but I'm proud of you.
And I am very confused. What the hell is going on here?
You hear a cough behind you,
Oh God, there's more.
and you hear a familiar voice, the voice of your mother.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, it's official. I'm not in a coma, I'm dead. Because otherwise, how could I be hearing that voice?
I think she just kind of chuckles at that, and she goes, "Oh, Marcus, you've gotten a lot. I don't blame you. All the times we had to go to the hospital, it was a lot."
Yeah, I remember you were sick a lot of the time. And then he motions back to the grave. That happened. And then it was just me and Dad up until, I forgot her name, up until Marian left.
I know. I would have stayed around, but we both agreed that it was safer for you. We wanted to make sure our son had a normal life. There was too many questions once that shall pass.
There's a lot of questions now, to be completely honest. And he turns to look at this figure.
Her face, I will say one thing, you turn to look at them, their face is covered by the veil. But I think one thing that you notice right away is the figure in front of you is skinny, like almost malnutritioned a little bit.
Emaciated.
And they are surprisingly tall for your mom, but I feel like it's still, there's something there. It's
okay. And now Marcus is doing the nose bridge pinch and sigh thing, because as far as he can tell, there are two demons trying to bamboozle him. You know, this one demon is acting like, you know, his inner self, another half or whatever. And then the second demon has decided to go, "Oh yes, I'm your mother, but I'm a demon." Now, it's not that he doesn't believe this is possible, because, you know, he lives in a fantasy world. He knows tieflings very well. That's not the problem. And he's got two demons trying to bamboozle him. It's not like he doesn't believe that, you know, this is possible. He's seen tieflings. He probably knows a few. You know, he probably trained with a few in the military. But as far as he can remember, as far as his dad has told him, as far as Mom let on before she passed away, they were just fucking normal humans. And now we have a demon saying, "Oh, you know, secrets were kept to, you know, keep him safe." Like, that's exactly someone trying to be manipulative would say.
Oh, actually, this would be a good point for the mysterious figure to look at Marcus and say, you know, Marcus, normally I'm all up for you getting pissed off and flying off the handle, because it just makes you closer to me and it lets me get to actually see the world again, and I love it. But this is the one time where I'm actually going to say, maybe we should cool it, and maybe you should listen to what she has to say. And this is finally when the mysterious figure will look at Marcus and go, "And as a show of faith, I will." It's like, it's obvious you've forgotten after so much time. It's me. It's Keydo.
Marcus, roll me a history check.
Righto? History. 18. There we go.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
All right.
+2 for history, so 20. Dirty.
Okay, Marcus, that name strikes a chord.
What kind of chord does it strike, dear friend and DM?
That was your childhood imaginary friend who surfaced not long after your mother died. That was the name of them.
Now, Marcus is going into something that I'm going to describe as the Nathan Fillion / Richard Castle gif. Case in point, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, confused look with his hand doing the thing is like, you know, that's Marcus right now. Because what the hell? And he's trying, I'm going to be, you know, forward here and say he's trying honestly to believe that this could possibly be happening. Weirder shit has happened. You know, he's a friggin' henshin. You know, he lives in a world with angel and demon-blooded people. You know, the gods exist. he's not a natheist or whatever trope you want to say, but the timing of them appearing is what's making him question the validity of their words. Or would it be veracity in this case?
Maybe both.
I will give you some options. If you want to think about it, I would say another history check. Or if you want to do a perception check to examine them.
Oh shit, another 18.
God, that's what I'm talking about.
All right. So here's the thing, as you're struggling with that, here's something that you never really thought about. It strikes you now as you're thinking about time with Keydo. Your father.
What about my father, who I had a loving relationship with?
Something that comes to mind is you realize he not only encouraged you to talk to Keydo, you actually had some conversations where you were doing stuff, you were having fun time with Keydo.
Yeah.
Your father could see you were doing it, and he'd asking what you guys were doing, how Keydo was doing, and like it seemed like you were listening to Keydo. He would ask you what Keydo said, and the weird thing is he never really tried to dismiss you of the existence of Keydo. Only your friends in school.
Okay. Well, I mean, parents go along with the imaginary friend thing for a while at least, Well,
it's true, but here's the thing about that, is that when they did so, he asked you, it strikes you as you're an older man and you've seen some crazy shit as a henchman.
Yeah. It wasn't just a dad playing along with his kid's imaginary friend.
Yeah, he actually kind of talked like when you were like, it's just an imaginary friend. He asked you if that's how you felt.
Okay, so like I said, it's not just dad going along with his young child's imaginary friend thing, like, they're a real person and everything.
Yeah, he had a reason to believe in Keydo. So why won't you?
It's times like this I wish I wasn't in a coma, because then I could go get, some headache medicine or a drink, preferably both. Because God damn it.
Your mother reaches into her coat and presents both.
Give me a minute. He turns back to Keydo. So you're telling me that you, my imaginary friend.
Oh, that hurts even many more times you say it.
Aren't imaginary.
There we go.
That my comment about my inner demon is incredibly accurate.
Well, somewhat.
Also, can we explain her?
Well, it's Mom.
He looks back to the figure.
She looks back and she considers this and goes, my son, follow the thread. You are almost there, but I feel like you're just going to think I'm pushing you if I connect the strings.
So the thread I'm pulling is my imaginary friend is not imaginary, and the whole inner demon thing is very accurate. Leading on to that, his earlier comment about the hallucination I had about seeing my sister get beheaded and her dead body continuing to kick the ass of the person who beheaded her wasn't just a hallucination from a very ugly-looking mole creature of Bone Meisters. You're saying that was a repressed memory of some kind.
Well, I can...
Or you're intimating it was a repressed memory.
Well, not really, my son. The creature you fought, I've heard of it in my time since I've had to keep myself separate, and it is a creature of probability. It confuses those by showing those things that have happened, things that will happen, and things that may happen.
Okay, so that's definitely did happen because my sister is gone physically. I haven't heard from her in years, so there's a good chance she's actually died. And that was my viewing of her death. So what I'm hearing is that she's not dead, and her missing her head isn't a problem.
Yes. She is, she's not dead, but she is not what some people would call alive.
So she's undead. The term you're looking for is undead.
Well, yes, but like I said, I haven't dreading this moment to tell you this, my son, because I knew Marcus. I knew that even if I'm sure at points you hoped a miracle would come, that I knew that in my present state, in our present state, we would not.
Oh yeah, miracles don't happen for me.
I don't know. Surviving the dragon turtle kind of seems like one.
I wouldn't call this survival exactly, Keydo. I am in some kind of limbo between life and death right now.
Because we needed to talk to you. Sorry, Mom.
I mean, to be completely honest, I figure it's because of the coma from getting my ass handed to me sideways.
Well, my son, we wanted to talk to you first because we didn't want you to freak out when you woke up, for one. And
well, that's some good news. I'm waking up.
You will. They're retractable. Just keep that in mind when you wake up. They're retractable.
They are awesome, and I don't know why you're telling them to think it's bad.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to repeat that with a little more context. What?
You finally notice horns on Keydo's head.
Oh, no, actually, no. Does Marcus look at himself?
Can he look at himself? You said we were at a funeral. I figured an open air cemetery.
Well, you can. I mean, everyone else isn't ignoring you guys. Like you're in your memory, so they're not going to change.
Okay, no. My question is that as far as I understood it, there was no mirror or anything reflective to look at himself with.
Well, there isn't, but you can still look like around your shoulder and stuff. You haven't actually examined yourself. Well,
no. I figured that I was first person viewing myself.
Well, yeah, first person can still look around their shoulder and stuff.
Oh, I know what you're leading at.
Okay.
Hey,
I look around.
Hey, bro, look behind you.
I'm going to hate the next 3 seconds, aren't I? And he looks behind himself.
You've seen this on certain demons and devils and tieflings, but you have, poking through your clothing, there are barbs, as you now have barb hide. You don't look like a... And then here's the weird thing is that you're looking yourself over...
I'm trying to figure out how, am I looking over my shoulder at my shoulder and this is where I see the barbs? Okay.
Yeah, think Spike from X-Men Evolution. There's little barbs coming out of your shoulder to the side.
Okay. See, that's what I wasn't understanding, but I understand now. He sees the barbs, he takes the drink from his quote-unquote mother and just knocks it back because he has had a day and a fucking half. Normally, he's not that big of a drinker. Although I do remember him taking a couple of shots when he was talking with Haley at the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah, he did.
Well, one can drink without being a heavy drinker, let alone being an alcoholic, but no, he just takes the bottle and he knocks it back because, god damn it, this has been a day and a half, and what the actual fuck?
As I said, my son, they are retractable. They are, you almost died, but...
No kidding. We've established this.
True, and you've also established, you've seen what happens to those born of people with their inner demons, with your sister. And she motions.
So my sister survived a beheading.
And she motions to the grave.
He looks at the grave.
We are a unique.
You're not Mom, are you? You're her inner demon.
Actually, we're both.
Right, because I thought we were done with the confusing part of this conversation.
Dude, Marcus, it's so simple. Her and the demon have become one.
One, yes, I know. Obviously, but still.
Just like how I'm your inner demon, but I've become your brother.
He takes another drink.
Give me some of that.
No, it's mine.
No, I'm telling Mom. Mom, he won't share.
That just earns Keydo a look. What are you, 5?
Well, when was the last time I actually got to talk to you, ass?
8. And he points to the grave.
Oh, that really hurts.
She does, Keydo does make up a point. He has much less.
He has several of them. And he points to the horns.
But he does have a point. This is why it was hard. Me and your father agreed it was safer for me to go away. And then I think she takes off the hat and
the veil
and the coat. And you see an emaciated Yeah, she is tall. She has green hair like her mother. Her mother was a trendsetter.
We live in an anime-inspired world. I'm not really surprised.
And it's kind of weird because I think, roll me a, what's the thing to identify on? Will that be survival? Or would this be arcane? Or would this be religion? I will define my answer of what you recognize depending on what you roll. So I'll leave it up to you. Religion, arcane, or survival.
Well, I mean, there's also investigation.
True, but this is you pulling back on your information of what you know about demons and devils.
Okay, that's fair. Well, in that case, it would be religion or arcana because of the nature. Not that either of those are really good. Survival kind of sucks too. Yeah, no, it's an 8 on the die, and all of those are +2. So, you know,
you recognize as her small wings with their green blades unfold a little bit. You recognize your mother's inner demon was a succubi, but something seems off. You've never seen one this unfed.
I was going to say unthirsty.
That works too. I mean, she could be seen cute in a certain light if you're into a certain thing, but she is not like.
Don't give Marcus the hots for his mother's inner demon.
No, I'm just saying.
We've established he's not human only. It doesn't make any sense for him to be human only.
Keydo rushes over to his mom.
Yeah, I'm just saying how she looks because she's tall, she's skinny.
Right.
She has some curves, but it's the same kind of curves. If you were to put it on a normal human body, it would be just like a cute girl. She is not dripping sex like you expect from a.
Right. She a succubus. Are you okay? You don't look well.
Well, I am.
I mean, I'm not a demonologist, but you don't look healthy.
I live. I'm not in the Doko, my son. I will tell you that much. This is me using part of our connection just because I wanted to. I think she gets like her lip quivers a little bit and she goes, "May I ask something, Marcus?"
I mean, the worst I can say is no.
May I hug you?
I think Marcus, as you said, he recognizes this woman as basically his mother's other half.
Yeah, I mean, the features are the same, and she has the same mannerism. Now that she's not like hiding it, you can see the same manner. You can see.
Yeah, he sees his mother.
And I think the expression she has is, she has kind of like her lip is quivering, but it's in like a like.
She's sad, she's nervous, she's anxious.
Yeah. Even if this is in a dream, even if this is in this weird spirit world, it's the first time she's been able to interact with her son in so long. This is a woman who would put her family first, even though it.
Marcus's answer comes with him, like Keydo, going to her side and wrapping his arms around her tightly.
She wraps her arms back tightly and just. I think you do hear her start to break down crying, but it sounds like a happy cry.
Yeah, relieved.
We will meet in person, Marcus. I actually have part of the other reason why we had this meeting was I have some possibly good news for you.
Well, I mean, I'm living apparently, so I'd take that as the best news right now.
True, but even though I won't be. We're both here. It's sorry. I'm so used to saying we. When the part of me that is a demon met your mother, she was much sicker. I had to make a choice. And you know what? Even if I feel the way I am now, I look the way I am now, I don't think I'll ever regret it.
So, all right. Dad did actually talk about this. How before Marian and I were born, you were very sick, but then you got better. That's when this deal, merger, whatever happened.
She nods. I will admit, as before becoming what I am now, which I guess is technically a tiefling,
I was gonna say, how come we have this whole, no offense, weird split personality thing going? Shouldn't we just be tieflings?
Well, I think it is part of the deal that we made. I will admit, when I was purely a demon, I was kind of a human nerd. Kind of chuckles. I wanted to. I didn't. I wish I was obsessed.
There's a song. There's a song that comes to mind. You want to talk like us and be like us. Ooh woo woo woo.
Your mother not, and your mother was. Well, I mean, I am your mother. Again, this is very hard to explain before we became one. So
yeah, no, it's like time travel talk.
We came to a devil agreement. I would become a part of her. I would help keep her alive, allow her to, well, have your sister and eventually have you.
What was there an end game, to use a phrase, or was it just you helping her be? It doesn't sound like what you normally hear about when a demonic contract happens. You know, like there's usually some end game for the human, and the demon gets, you know, something, usually the soul, out of the human at the end of the bargain.
Well, I got to be human. I was, as a part of her, we were, I believe the word the wizards would say we were symbiotic.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. She was the physical vessel, you were the, hate to say the term, but if we're talking biologically here, parasite that was living on the host body, which would be human mom, and you got benefits of her experiences. You got to feed off of her and experience what she did. A symbiotic relationship.
And Keydo starts coughing.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm just noticing how you totally might be explaining what I am.
Okay. I was coming around to, you know, you.
Oh no, I'm happy Mom's getting her reunion, but I have some words to say. But I'm going to be patient. A chair materializes behind Keydo, and he sits down and crosses his leg and crosses his head away and does a
You were never patient. I was the patient one.
He was the goofus to your gallant son.
Oh God, I haven't read A Boy's Life in ages. And thank you for that deep cut, Sean. I haven't read A Boy's Life in ages.
I want to make another joke for that, but I don't know how to make it work, so I'm just not going to.
Yeah, sometimes the best jokes are the ones never told. And I don't mean that as, you know, a razz on you. It's just better to not stretch the humor. Okay, so in that case, that means even though I didn't make a deal, Keydo is my demonic parasite living a symbiotic relationship with me. But he's also my other half. But he's also, being a separate entity, like a brother. Yeah, no, this isn't confusing at all. And he takes another sip of the alcohol before passing it to Keydo.
Keydo takes the bottle and is just, oh. It's like, I understand everything's been really hard, but think about it from my perspective.
Oh, don't give me that passive-aggressive bullshit.
But think about it from my perspective. I mean, granted, I didn't get to be in the physical world, but I was at least acknowledged, and I got to feel my father's love, and then you forgot about me.
No, I never forgot about you. There's a difference between forgetting about something and actively burying a part of you because you didn't want to be made fun of anymore.
You left your brother for the cool kid.
I was never a cool kid.
Liar! I see that cool person you hang out with, the Bessie. He just does another
All right, first of all, we're talking about cool kids, childhood. I am an adult now. She is a teammate. Also, she's a bit of a nerd.
And all those cool friends you have now, Obsidian, the cool turtle guy.
Yuzi, the fanboy?
You made the Gigazord, Marcus.
Nah, Yuzi's actually a pretty good guy.
Marcus, you made out to make the Gigazord.
It's something a henshin can do. I didn't do anything special. It's something that's a part of being a henshin.
But you know what the part that hurts the most?
The part where you think I actually forgot you?
Well, besides that, you equated me to just being your rage. You know what that is? The reason why you get mad is because I'm passionately screaming for you to notice me.
Okay. I mean, first of all, as I said, I, for the longest time, thought you were my imaginary friend and buried you so I would not be bullied.
Okay.
Had I known that you were actually a sentient entity of your own, I wouldn't have done that. And I hope you know me well enough, since you've lived in the back of my head all my life, that you would agree with that.
And that's what makes it hurt even more.
The fact that I didn't know, so I couldn't actually treat you properly?
Well, the fact that I can't blame you for anything. It's not your fault.
No, if anything, it's actually Mom and Dad's, because they didn't tell me anything.
To be fair, Marcus, you did get that one guy in trouble by talking about he was a warlock openly.
Yeah, but that's because... Well, yeah, but that's only because he turned, Susie's pigtails into snakes. I told on him for that, not because he was a warlock.
Okay, that is fair. I can give you that. I will give you that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he had his reasons for being a warlock, but he was a jerk. He was flaunting his magical powers, and he was bullying Susie and, her little brother. I do wonder whatever happened to Bert. For the record, that's the warlock's name, Bert, not Susie's little brother.
He's at Castle Bernio with me.
Oh, good. I'll get to meet one of my childhood bullies again, because that's my life now.
That's actually when you feel a fist on your chest, as if someone's like, those typical anime moments when the protagonist is getting his comrade's fist on his chest. He's about to be given something empowering.
Yeah.
Keydo's doing that now, and he goes, "No, Marcus, you're the hero now. That's your life."
Marcus puts his hand on Keydo's fist, doesn't shove it away, but just kind of, just puts it there, squeezes a little bit, and he gently moves it. I don't feel much like a hero right now. Heroes win their battles. Yeah, okay, I formed the Gigazord, but I still failed. We still lost. The Zords are probably wrecked, and who knows what he's done to the city by now. I don't even know how long I've been unconscious.
We can actually show you that if you wish, Marcus. I'm sure it will relieve you to know that you did save the day. He took his wrath out on you. He didn't take it out on the town. He's kind of a dick right now, and he's kind of laid claim to it, but all those hits you took.
At least he's being honest about being a dick. Okay, so there's that at least.
But think about it, Marcus. When he came up, he was rampaging. If he didn't get...
And we basically took the brunt of it, so he calmed down.
You've been a hero to many people, Marcus. Think about it. And I think she kind of squeezed you, and she goes, do not give yourself credit. That darling little daughter of yours, you took her in, you've taught her.
Whoa. And he, pushes, daughter? What? I don't have a daughter.
Oh, you just call her your friend, but let's be honest, Mark. Who has she been staying? Who has been looking to further her education?
Tick, 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 tick. You mean Gabby?
Well, yes. I mean, haven't you noticed?
Bro.
She looks up to you. You gave her a life. You gave her sentience in a way that few people would give an Ingress.
Okay, I mean, I didn't know she was an Ingress, and yes, I freaked out after finding out she was one, but she's not evil. I mean, spend 5 minutes with her. You'll realize she's not evil. Also, I think it's unfair to say that all Ingress are evil anyway, because... And daughter?
Sounding like a real dad there, bro.
Yeah, okay, mentor, big brother figure, maybe, but father?
Well, okay, maybe I'm reading a little bit into it. It's a mother's intuition, but...
I think it's the mother's want to have grandkids more than anything.
And I think Mom would agree that we think you're about to get your second chance to really be a hero and save the day.
Budmeister's still out there.
Well,
So is his generals.
Obviously.
That's actually the good news, Marcus. I couldn't be close to you.
I don't have to fight as generals.
I couldn't be close to you, but I watched how I could. I found her. I hate that I don't remember the name we gave
Marian? Michaela?
No.
Oh, for the generals.
Oh, the generals.
I'm telling you now, Marcus. We're when your group is ready, you need to come to the land of the roaming dead.
Oh, fun.
Helena is there. She as far as I can still see, she's still fighting that necromancer. You can save your old friend if you want. And Marcus, here's the thing that sticks out about that name.
I was going to say, that name sounds awfully familiar.
Helena was one of the best spies on the Henshin side. She was a changeling.
Because of course.
And one of the many people who had a crush on you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wow.
You're going to have to make a list of that because I sure as hell haven't thought about that.
So, and that's another thing that just Keydo is just like, oh yeah, and you get all the girls.
I do not.
Bullshit.
I have had like 3 girlfriends in my... No, she was just a friend. 2 girlfriends.
Sure.
Oh my god, quit.
And I'm just in here getting forgotten.
Oh, we actually have some good news for on you on that half.
If it gets him out of my head so he's not constantly bitching about being forgotten, please.
She kind of smiles at it like, how did you know exactly where I was going?
I was grasping at straws and hoping. Lord knows I have enough of a voice in the back of my head. I don't need a backseat driver.
Just keep an eye out. I will say that there is material in the area that, if this is your wish, all you need to do is take a chance and plunge a hand in, and you may just have your brother by your side instead of in your head and watching when you fantasize about whatever you fantasize.
Oh, Mom, we promised we wouldn't talk about that.
Marcus just has this look on his face, is like between utter just dismay at hearing about that from his mom, and it's just a mix of emotions that even I can't name right now because what the fuck?
I think she just looks at Keydo and goes, well, son, you should have told me about it over and over again.
It's not my fault. How many times can you look at that?
Marcus just glares at Keydo.
Well, it's not my fault you have a thing for bunny women. And he just turns and looks away.
I don't have a thing for...
Yes, we know, Marcus. It's goblins.
It's not goblins either.
I thought it was elves.
Oh my fucking god, the both of you. And the both of you!
But, Marcus, aren't you feeling better now, though?
I don't honestly know.
Well...
I mean, honestly don't. I honestly do not know. I'm living. My mom's not technically dead. Awesome. I have a brother. That's cool. Great. My sister might actually be alive. But, oh, we're all demon-blooded. And there's that bullshit to deal with. And you. Yeah, he looks at Keydo. Ah.
Yeah?
Well, I can't really be upset because if I were in your position, I would be upset about being forgotten too. And you can't say that if you were in my position, you wouldn't forget about me because we're the same damn person, so it goes both ways.
Exactly. That's kind of why I really haven't been... I've been trying to not be a dick.
And he gives the hand wavy.
But I'm still going to have fun with you. I mean, how long... It's been so long since I got to play around with my brother. Of course I'm going to fuck with you. But still, there's more important things to be had, and I got to know when it's time to stop playing around. You gotta get back to your team.
I do. And we have to get you out of my head. Not because I don't mind the passenger, but because you deserve having a body of your own.
And I want to help you kick some ass.
I would hope so. Seems to be the family business.
I think your mother just kind of hugs you again and kisses your forehead and goes, just one last thing, Marcus.
Yes, Mom?
say hello to Marian for us. And she boops you on the nose and you wake up.
Oh, wait. I just want to say, for one thing, as he's waking up, I just want to have Keydo whispering, telling him, and kick Monroe in the butt for me.
And as Marcus wakes up, he sees... What do you think he sees, Eric?
Well, you're about to say headless, so I'm guessing Marian.
Oh no, what does he see sitting before him?
Her head?
No, you know what I'm getting at.
Oh, no.
No, I don't actually.
Well, roll me an investigation check, Eric.
God damn it. A 4 on the die.
As you burst up waking from your dream, you see a dead body sitting in front of you with a head in its lap.
I said Marian.
I had to do the joke. You investigated. You found a dead body.
Oh, it hurts.
See, it doesn't work if you lead in with headless, though.
I know, but I'll fix that in editing.
All right.
We'll fix that in post. Oh, my God.
But yeah, there is a headless body in front of you with a head on it. The skin is blue. It is in a... Make sure I describe this right, because I forgot to describe it the first time. It is in a gray tunic with brown and yellow accents with a single belt across the chest connecting a green shoulder guard. It's clearly missing its head. There's just a neck with green flame kind of flowing out of it. And there is a head in its lap with brown hair. All the skin of it has turned blue, but the head smiles slightly at you as the body waves a little bit and goes, "Hey, little brother."
Oh, fuck! And the pillow gets tossed.
All right, you roll to hit.
Yeah, no, she's fine. That was a 6. But I do have like a +5 for unarmed, so yeah. It's 11.
Yeah, she ducks under the pillow and goes, "Oh, okay. At least you didn't pull a gun, so that's good." And you see Sebesi asleep in the back. They're leaned over a chair.
Marian?
Okay, good. You recognize me too. That's good. Or yeah, it's me. Surprise! We have demons that keep us alive. Hooray!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, she visited you while you were asleep, didn't she?
And apparently our brother, too.
I thought Monroe was our cousin. She raises her eyebrow.
Keydo.
Oh.
My quote-unquote imaginary friend.
Oh. Well, that's actually interesting. I don't... We'll have to let the artificers know about that. They would be very interested in that. Your friends are okay, by the way.
He looks towards the Bessie. I would hope so.
I didn't do that. She was asleep when I got here.
I didn't think.
Roll and what's the one? Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Just roll dice. Just give me the dice.
Wow.
An 8.
Okay, she rolled a 1. She's lying. In fact, as she says this, you see a dart sticking out of Tebessi's butt.
Wow.
And you'd also notice there are holes in the door.
Eye holes?
No, like laser shot holes.
Like I said, eye holes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Also, there's one more thing, Marcus.
Yeah, because today hasn't been enough of a day. What?
You just heard your brother go, "Oh my God," softly. And now he's laughing. What do you say?
I look around. He's not there, is he?
He is not. It's weird because you hear him at the back of your head. I think as you're looking around, you realize you're hearing him in your head because you guys have started to talk again.
Hey, Marcus.
Oh boy. And I can hear him again. Okay. Oh, just a minute. Okay.
That's fair. When you're ready, I think everyone else is out front. They're getting ready to they figured out where the hammer is, but it sounds like they're gonna need all of you to get it.
Okay.
The smelling slots are over there, and she points at the table.
Are we sure Sis didn't just dart everyone in the room?
No, only Sebesi. It makes sense. She's very protective. Before he gets out of bed, he's going to check to see if he's clothed, because I'm not pulling that joke.
He is very loosely clothed.
He has pants on. He's happy.
He has pants on. I feel like it looks like someone dressed you who's very short.
Very short.
I bet it was Gabby.
Oh, no, shorter than Gabby.
No. It was Brecca.
Oh, and you say you're not the ladies' man.
No, I just know her taste in clothing.
And then I think with that, Marian leaves the room.
Wait, Marian.
Yes, Marcus? She turns and looks at him.
He gets up out of bed and rushes to her side, hugging her. I missed you, sis.
I think she kind of she just starts shaking, and then turns and hugs you back. Awkwardly, and then she's like, oh, okay, ow, because she's hugging you.
And her head stuck between us.
Oh, no, it's even worse, because her head is being held by her hand, and you're barbed at the moment.
Oh my god. I actually do have barbs. What the hell?
Tell her I was hugging her head.
No.
Now, here's the question, though. Does Marcus try to retract them?
Oh, this is going to hurt like hell, won't it? Yes, he's going to try.
Since this is your first time activating your tiefling feat.
Oh boy.
Well, you're only a half tiefling, though.
Half tiefling. All right.
Theoretically, you are a human. You're human in stats, but you're capable of tiefling feats.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I've been using Aaron, not Marcus. This entire time.
All right. We're going to leave it in because the rolls were still pretty funny.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It still all worked very well.
Wondering why there was no Zord that I put in there or anything.
But yeah, roll me a Constitution check.
Okay, Constitution. Saving throw or just the mod?
Just a check, because it's basically you're trying to do something physical. Something physical.
Yeah, okay. How about a 14?
All right. Yeah, you managed to retract them, and you now have lots of holes in your clothes in the back.
Oh man, you look so cool.
Well, this is going to hurt, and he's going to try and pop the barbs out.
All right. Yeah, you can pop them in and out because you rolled higher than a 10.
Okay.
And the next episode, listeners, Brian's back in the DM seat. Pray for us. Welcome, listeners. I hope you enjoyed what you listened to, and if you really enjoyed it, please leave us a review on your podcast app of choice or podchaser.com. If you want, you can join our social club for one-shots available to the public. You might even find yourself a cast member over time. Special thanks goes to Comfort Noise on Twitter for providing the new intro music and outro music that you're listening to. You can also find us on Twitter at Dungeons Pop or on your favorite podcast app of choice. Thank you for listening.